A very good morning to all of you. Welcome to class 11 Business Studies. This chapter we have already covered. This is chapter number 6 of Business Studies, that is social responsibility. And some of the topics have been deleted from the syllabus. But this is one of the most important question of this chapter, on which basis you will definitely get a lot of questions in your paper. Social responsibility towards different interest groups. We all know that it's business's responsibility to actually go for fulfilling the social responsibility so that he can get his customers back to his shop, and of course he should start earning profit, as well as he should help the society time to time. The topic is social responsibility towards different interest groups. Interest groups means any people who have some of direct or indirect interest in my organization. Somehow directly or indirectly, they have some interest in my organization. They are known as the interest groups. So we will just study in this chapter that what are the interest groups, who are the interest groups, and what is the responsibility of our business towards these interest groups. So this is we are actually studying, right? So if we talk about first, it is owners. Owner is the first one who has the complete interest in my business, because my business, of course, it is run by the owner only. So owners are the people who run the business. They are the shareholders. They are the investors who have invested in the business, who are running actually business, and they are actually having proper interest in the business. So what is the responsibility of the business towards the owners? Definitely safety of investment. It is required that there should be a proper safety of investment. Safety of investment means if suppose an investor is investing some amount in the business, then the business must ensure that he keeps the safety of the investment. Adequate return on investment. There must be adequate return on the investment also, because people are investing money. So definitely there should be an adequate return on their investment. एक adequate, एक proper return उनके investment पे होना बहुत जरूरी है, that they should get the return, safety of return, as well as they should get the good interest in return, because they have invested some amount in the business. So to ensure it, whose responsibility is this? Business's responsibility. Accurate financial information should be provided. It is the most important responsibility of the business that the business must provide the accurate financial information to the owners or to the investors. Definitely proper accurate information, financial information definitely must be provided to the people. Reason why it should be provided? It should be provided because investors are actually having some interest. They are investing money in the business, so definitely they have a right to check the books of accounts, that if the organization is getting into the losses, then they can revive their decision, they can revive their business activities, so that there is no problem of any of the kind which may occur in the business and which can make them into the trouble. So ultimately there should be a proper financial information, financial books of accounts, which must be provided by the business to the owners. Now let's move further. The second is employees. You all know that employees are the integral part of the business concern. In every organization, if there are no employees, then definitely there will be no proper working in the organization, in the job. So definitely employees are the integral part, because they bring lifeblood in the organization. They bring lifeblood in the organization, and definitely with the interest groups, with the responsibility, it's the business's responsibility to take care of their employees also. Like if my employee is working day and night, wholeheartedly in my organization, then it's my responsibility to give him fair wages on time. Not just the wages, but to provide him some overtime work also, bonus also, or some other benefits also. So that is the business's responsibility, right? Like I gave you the example of Firozabad. In Firozabad, When we talk about the bangles, the glass hollow bangles, the employees, the workers who are actually working in Firozabad to make the bangle hollow, they have to blow the air in the heated temperature of almost 150 degrees. You know, in that case, what happens when they blow the air into it to make it hollow? Sometimes they inhale the glass particles. Do you think that if they are inhaling the glass particles, then definitely it would be helpful or it would be a healthy thing? Not at all. It will burn, it will create a lot of troubles, problems in their health, their system, their body. So it is the responsibility, clear-cut responsibility of the employer to provide them safe working conditions. Because if they will get the safe working conditions, they will definitely get the morale boosted and motivated, and definitely they will work more better. And if suppose there are no workers, there are no employees, who will make those bangles? So employees are the integral part of any organization. So definitely there is requirement that any employer must fulfill some of the responsibility towards the employees also, like fair wages. Give them fair wages. What do you mean by fair wages? Does fair wages means a very high salaries? No, fair wages means at least there should be a proper market rate, market wages. Whatever rate is going on in the market, that way the fair wages must be provided to the employees. Job security, give them the job security that they should not get in mind a risk of losing the job. Promotion opportunities, time to time they must get the promotional opportunities also, because if suppose they are getting the promotional opportunities, they will definitely have a morale boosted and they will work more better, more efficiently and more effectively. Welfare measures, do something about for the welfare of the employees. For example, providing them the overtime, or basically taking care of their health by giving them the health opportunities, health insurance, mediclaims, etc. Or even taking care of their families also, giving them some medical allowances, house rent allowances, or giving them some maids. According to the position, it will matter. Better working conditions, they should get the better and safe working conditions in the organization or in the employment job. Why? Because they will definitely have a proper working conditions. Then participation in management, they should get a proper participation in management also. Management में भी उनका participation उनको उनसे दिलवाओ. You should get to know that if they want to take some decision, because this way it will help them, and once it will help them, definitely they will be motivated, and once they are motivated, they will do more work and more efficiently. Next is consumers. You know, consumers are also very important part. Mahatma Gandhi once said that if consumers will not be there, there would not be the chapatis at employers' houses. कि अगर consumers नहीं होंगे तो जो business है उसके घर में, businessman के घर में रोटी नहीं होगी. Because consumers हैं तभी businessman के घर में रोटी है. Reason? Because consumers, if will be there, they will definitely buy my product. They will pay me the money. They will be the source of money supply to me, and I will earn. I will live my livelihood. लॉकडाउन में आपको देखा ना, यू ऑल सो दैट कितने सारे बिजनेसेस बंद हो गए लॉकडाउन के अंदर. क्यों बंद हुए लॉकडाउन में बिजनेसेस? क्योंकि कंज्यूमर्स नहीं थे मार्केट के अंदर. जब कंज्यूमर, सामान तो था लोगों के पास, भरा हुआ, पूरी पूरी भरी शॉप्स, सब कुछ था, बड़े बड़े डिपार्टमेंटल स्टोर्स थे, कपड़ों की दुकानें बड़ी बड़ी थी, लेकिन यू नोटिस्ड even in spite of having a big godown, even in spite of having a big shop with full of clothes, full of all the material, still because of no consumer, the employer could not earn a single penny. When he could not earn any amount, he sold off everything or he shut down his business. So consumers are actually very important. So don't you think it's the responsibility of the business to do something for the consumers? क्या करें उन consumers के लिए? Something definitely should be done for the consumers. कुछ तो करना चाहिए. कुछ responsibility आपकी है for the consumers. बिकॉज कंज्यूमर्स इतना इंटीग्रल पार्ट है बिजनेस के, तो आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कुछ तो बनती है दैट यू मस्ट डू समथिंग फॉर दी कंज्यूमर्स. क्या करें? रेगुलर सप्लाई ऑफ कमोडिटीज. whatever commodities consumer demands, supply them regularly. गलत बात नहीं करनी. डिमांड बहुत ज्यादा है, आपने क्या किया? आपने छुपा दिया, सप्लाई कम करना शुरू कर दिया. और बढ़ने दो डिमांड को, और बढ़ने दो डिमांड को, महंगा करके बेचेंगे. गलत बात है ये. So there should be a regular supply of commodities. It is the social objective also. Better quality. You should not lose the quality. You are making the product, you are the manufacturer, you are the seller. You should ensure that the consumer get the proper quality of the product. So better quality must be ensured. Reasonable price. The commodities must be sold at the reasonable prices. There are various chemists which are providing 10% discount on all medicines which you want to buy. And there are some chemists which are not providing a single percent discount. Which will you prefer? Obviously, the one which is providing the 10% discount to me on MRP, I would prefer that business only. I would prefer that chemist only. So in that case, what do we see? We simply see that the businesses which are selling the commodities at reasonable prices, the consumer follow those businesses, right? Avoidance of unfair trade practices. The manufacturer or seller must not be under the unfair trade practices. Unfair trade practices means any trade practice which is not good. For example, hoarding, adulteration. You must have seen the movie Nayak. How many of you have seen the movie Nayak? Let me know. नायक मूवी देखिए, अनिल कपूर एक दिन का सीएम बनता है, जिसके अंदर वन डे सीएम, ही बिकम्स वन डे सीएम ऑन रिक्वेस्ट. नायक मूवी. इन दैट मूवी जब वो एक दिन का सीएम बनते हैं, तो अनिल कपूर गोज टू द मार्केट, राशन शॉप्स. ही फाइंड्स दैट द प्रोडक्ट्स आर एडल्ट्रेटेड देयर. एडल्ट्रेटेड मतलब चावल के अंदर कंकड़ मिलाए हुए हैं, चीनी के अंदर कुछ और मिलाया हुआ है, मतलब द प्रोडक्ट्स आर एडल्ट्रेटेड, मिलावटी हैं. साथ ही साथ वेट के साथ गड़बड़ की जा रही है. 1 kg देना है, 1 kg को वेट मशीन जो है वो प्रॉपर नहीं मेजर कर रहे आप, वो मेजरमेंट कम ग्राम्स दे रहे हो ज्यादा बता करके. सो दैट इज ऑल अनफेयर ट्रेड प्रैक्टिस दैट शुड बी अवॉइडेड. दैट इज द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टुवर्ड्स द कंज्यूमर्स. Then what do you have the responsibility towards the suppliers? Suppliers are basically those people who are supplying you the commodities. What do you think? The grocery shops in your locality, are they actually going to buy the commodities directly from the manufacturer or wholesaler? No, they have their regular suppliers who are coming to their place only, at their shop only, and supplying the commodities there and then. There should be a better relationship to be maintained with the supplier. Prompt payment. Once you get the commodities, you should definitely make a payment to them, so that they must ensure this thing, that they are actually getting the payment from you on time. They will ensure supplying you commodities for the regular basis, for the regular period, right? Then government and community. There is a requirement that the responsibility must be fulfilled by the business for the government also. Why government? Because government has also some of the interest in your business, because you are doing the business in the society. You are using the resources given by the society as well as the government. So definitely government wants the tax from you, right? So you must do the lawful business. Can you tell me what is unlawful business and what is lawful business? Ayush Kulyal, what is lawful and unlawful business? Unmute yourself, Ayush.
Sir, lawful business is the business which follows all the laws and regulations set up by the government,
Okay. And unlawful will be?
which does not follow the
Can
law
you
and
give me an example
regulation.
of unlawful business?
Uh, Smuggling.
Okay, that is of course unlawful business. So we have lawful and unlawful business to be done. Lawful business simply means which is compliance with the government rules and regulations. Whatever legal boundaries have been framed by the government, we are following all those legal boundaries and doing the business. That is the lawful business. And unlawful business means where we are not following the rules and regulations of the government. For example, in Gujarat, it is not allowed to sell liquor. That is banned in Gujarat, in the whole Gujarat, whether that is Ahmedabad, from Rajkot to Sabarmati to Dwarka to that one more very famous place is there, Somnath. Matlab, if we talk about the complete Gujarat or whether that is Run of Kutch, in the whole Gujarat, it is banned that liquor cannot be sold in Gujarat, which means the government has made up a rule. But what if a person is selling liquor or started selling liquor in Gujarat? Then it will be a unlawful business. Maybe that is lawful in Delhi because it is allowed. You can take the license and sell the liquor to people. That is lawful in Delhi or any other state. But that is unlawful in Gujarat. So in Gujarat, it will be unlawful business. So what is your responsibility? What is business's responsibility towards the government? Do the lawful business only, which is accepted by the law, which is in compliance of all rules and regulations framed by the government. All right. Prompt payment of tax. You should not go for tax evasion. Tax evasion, tax ki chori. It should not be done. Tax planning can be done. टैक्स की प्लानिंग कर सकते हो टैक्स को बचाने के लिए, टैक्स की चोरी नहीं करनी आपने. So there should be a prompt payment of taxes to the government to avoid any further action to be taken by the government. Help the government in socio-economic development, create employment opportunities, create literacy among people, try to remove the poverty. These things should be done by the business. Then optimum use of natural resources should not be wasted. Community, society के लिए आप यही करते हैं. Concentrate in safety and welfare of the people. You should definitely concentrate in safety and welfare of the people, because you are using the resources given by the society. Your business is in the community, is in the society. Then definitely you should do something for the society. Then control pollution as far as possible. Even these days the government has already made up a rule. जो पोल्यूशन फैलाएगा उसका बिजनेस हम बंद कर देंगे. गवर्नमेंट करती है, गवर्नमेंट टेक्स अ वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट एक्शन. रेजिडेंशियल एरियाज से तो आपने देखा फैक्ट्रीज गवर्नमेंट ने हटवा दी हैं बिल्कुल. उन फैक्ट्री, बिकॉज वो नॉइज पोल्यूशन करती हैं, एयर पोल्यूशन करती है, तो वो फैक्ट्रीज दूर दराज दूर दूर की जगह पे शिफ्ट कर दी है जहाँ पे आसपास काफी दूर तक रेजिडेंशियल कॉलोनीज, रेजिडेंशियल एरियाज ना हो. So pollution control equipments should be used by the business so that there is no spreading of pollution, whether that is the water pollution, because toxic substances, solid waste hota hai industries ka, that goes into the river and creates the water pollution. उससे बचा जा सके. जो machines हैं noise create करती हैं, that spreads the noise pollution, उससे बचा जा सके. And also the air pollution. इंडस्ट्री से जो एयर, जो स्मोक इमोट होता है, जो स्मोक निकलता है, that also creates the air pollution. So that should be avoided. So if we talk about the pollution, then definitely pollution should not be spread. Pollution बिल्कुल भी spread नहीं होना चाहिए. Clear? So these were the interest groups of the business. Now I request everyone to please just open your book. Page number 6.1314. You will find this topic in your book. That is different interest groups towards responsibility towards different interest groups. So please open that and start reading. I'm just taking that topic now. I've just completed this topic, in fact.